Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading. This is a mystery reading, mystery collective. There will be timestamps down below to the collective. I think I'm going to do like 2 or 3 collective readings that will all be a mystery. They'll be based off of the first card that I pull for each of the readings. So, again, you can just click the timestamps until you find one that resonates with you, or you can just watch them all. But that's what we're going to do tonight. Welcome, everybody. I was going to do Chris's crappy astrology today, but I would love to sit here and tell you all that I was very productive today, but I did absolutely nothing. But I needed it, and because I've been sick all week, I finally feel better today, so I just needed to chill out. So that's my excuse. That's why we're not doing Chris's crappy astrology tonight. I just needed some time, right? So we're just going to do a mystery collectives and kind of see what comes up. But welcome, everybody. JC, hello. Molly, hello. Sharon, hello. Autumn, hello. And Ruth, Sandy, Jenny, Dad, Jane, Kitty, Ninja, who changed her picture, Sandy again, and everybody else, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Does this camera look even to anybody else? It looks a little crooked, but I'm not sure. That's right. But welcome, everybody. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. Until then, I'm going to be answering some questions as always. And I think I just have to answer JC. JC, thank you for the super chat. And Lindy. Hello, Lindy. JC, you say here, would love a few cards for the next few days, advice from Spirit. You have the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. This could definitely represent taking the lead in a situation or kind of like stepping up in a situation with that 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, as always, to me is like my card of waiting for the perfect moment. But at the same time, sometimes to me it also represents just taking the lead in a situation, especially with the 2 of Cups. 2s to me are you and your higher self. Like, they can represent you and someone else, but they could also just be you and your higher self. And that's kind of what I feel for you here. Yeah, it's almost like you're moving into clarity, or you're moving into like a period of becoming more clear in your life with this King of Wands here. Yeah, moving away from like fears and doubts with the 7 of Swords is what I feel for you. So I like it. JC, that looks pretty good. Lindy, hello. Thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate the support. Lindy, you say, love cards, please. Virgo and Capricorn this week. I would just say open up. It's a weird week for love, Lindy. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I think it's weird just in general, like this month for love in general. I do feel like things get like a lot better at the end of the month. I don't think there's anything bad, going on. I just think that, with all the energy in Capricorn, Venus still in Capricorn, we could just be a little bit more like standoffish, or we could feel a little bit kind of like distant, or we could feel like our partner is being distant. There's like a million ways that this could manifest. Queen of Swords, I feel like, is just saying stay open to the situation. 8 of Cups is saying like don't look too deeply into anything that could seem weird, because to me, just looking at this chart here, to me there's too much stuff in here that says we could be telling ourselves stories, or we could be making up stories that just aren't true about our partner, just because the energy is weird. So it just kind of just says go with the flow, have a good time. Yeah, you're both feeling the same way. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, the 2 of you together. So just like go with the flow, see what happens, and just kind of keep it chill this month, kind of. Yeah, I feel like there will be a victory for you here, Lindy. So I like it. It looks good to me. Sorry, everybody. My nose is running already. So it might be one of those nights, but that's all right. Lenice, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for love. You have the Page of Swords here, 10 of Cups. I like this. This could be dating, Lenice, if you're looking for love. It could also be a person. It could be an air sign coming in for you. I sometimes I like the Page of Swords. Sometimes I don't. For you, I do like the Page of Swords. I feel like it's someone who's very focused on fun, someone who's very like childlike in a good way. We're not talking about immature in a bad way. We're talking about someone who's like more immature in just like a fun way. So I feel like there could be someone who's like very youthful, very fun, very young, and like all that other stuff. So I feel like this could be good love coming in for you. Tracy, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will everything go smoothly with surgery tomorrow? Tracy, I am not a doctor as always, so do not take this as medical advice. But I would say yes with the Ace of Wands. It's a very good card. Page of Cups, really good card for your health as well. So I would say yes for sure with these cards, Tracy. I feel like things will go well. Ace of Wands, new beginning. So just a really good, positive new beginning. San, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Messages for the week ahead. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles. I like this for you, San. To me, this is like a card of just like putting in the work. So I feel like it's just like a work week for you. The Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like is saying that you are just maybe going to feel like lucky this week, but I feel like it's more just like you feel like things are working out for you this week. Like maybe you try to do something in any area of your life and it just works. Like it's like there's no kind of like having to guess, or there's no having to like try things a billion different ways. I feel like this is saying that things are just going to be very straightforward and very good for you. Cards and Clarity Tarot, hello, and you say mine. Yes, you are mine. You say cards for tomorrow. You have the Six of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. I like that. Jesus. You have the Three of Swords. I don't like that. Heartbreak. Doubt it. Is what I'm going to say to you. Justice. That looks very, very positive. Six of Wands. Good news. Success. Ten of Pentacles. More success. Abundance coming in for you. Good energy off the Ten of Pentacles. Justice, could be justice or just balance coming into your life here. Ten of Pentacles to me says learn as much as you possibly can about whatever situation you're involved in. But yeah, I like this a lot. Three of Swords could just be saying watch your health. Here, let's clarify it. Five of Swords, being too independent, needing to open up is what I'd say here. Queen of Cups, you showing up here. King of Pentacles. So more learning is what I'd say to you. So I feel like learning about whatever this is, not making sure to not give up on a situation. But I don't know, that looks very good to me, even with that Three of Swords. I like it. All right. All right. Maisie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Maisie. You say card advice for the week ahead. King of Cups, Seven of Cups. This is like needing to focus on a dream that can come true. I feel this is kind of a weird message for you, Maisie, but I feel like it's saying you need to go for like a quick win is what's popping into my head. Sometimes I just feel like sometimes if like things aren't working out for us, I feel like it's sometimes like a good idea to go for almost like a guaranteed win in our life, whether it's in like work, business, love, money, whatever. Just because like I feel like when we have like that first win, then we kind of get hungry for another win, and then we create another win. So sometimes I feel like it's a good idea to almost go for a guaranteed win, like in work or business or something like that, just so we can kind of like get things moving forward in the right direction, especially at the beginning of the week. And that's what's popping into my head for you. It's kind of a weird message, but that's what I get for you. Yeah, Magician. Yeah, Magician could say like, just kind of like getting the snowball rolling, getting that guaranteed win for the week could be what sets you off in the right direction for the entire week, if that makes sense. It's like you're starting off the week on the right foot. So yeah, that's what I would do with these cards. I actually like it. So I feel like that's going to be very good for you. Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, did my friend really lose my number? And that's why he haven't called me. Seven of Wands, King of Cups. I would say kind of Seven of Wands is very defensive energy, Brittany, is what I would say to you. To me, it actually just feels very defensive. King of Cups is a return. I would say yes. These aren't cards of lying or anything like that. So I would say yes to you. I feel like that is true. Yeah, I feel like it's true. Messages, communication. I feel like there will be communication. But I would say yes. Annette, hello. Thank you for the super chat as always. Really appreciate it. Will this get resolved peacefully and soon? Moon, get out of your head. Knight of Wands, yes, I would say to you. So, yes. Knight of Wands says, like, I feel like for you it's saying maintain your boldness. Like, I feel like it's important that you don't back down in this situation or whatever. But I would say yes, for sure, with this card, if I can hold on to it. Nicole Wong, really appreciate it. Chances of me meeting someone to come to the Christmas carols with me next week. Temperance, be patient. The Fool, I feel like there's a pretty good chance that you could. You have the Four Swords, which is like rest and relaxation and recovery, but I still feel like you could. The Temperance card is a card of patience, but it's a card of alchemy. It says you can create whatever you want. You can turn any situation that you're involved in around if you wanted to. And the Fool is like a card of taking a leap of faith to get out there to get something that you want. So that's what I'd say to you. Yeah, look, it could be a surprise coming in for you. Tower, surprise. The Lovers is a perfect match. So I would say there's a pretty good chance that you could, but I would get out there, Nicole. as always, as I always say to you. So that's that. All right. Stacy Randall, thank you for the super chat. Any messages I need from the universe? I feel like you're moving on from, like, just like there are improvements coming in for you. Four Pentacles, I feel like it's saying, I almost feel like this is saying that it is safe to let go of the past, is what I feel like saying to you. So I feel like in a lot of ways this is saying that it is safe for you to just like let go of anything that's happened in the past. I feel like you're building momentum. Six of Swords to me can sometimes be like a catalyst card, if that makes sense. Like, to me, it can sometimes say that you are almost going to be experiencing momentum. So I know it's weird, but it's like basically saying that maybe things don't feel like they are moving forward, but they actually are, or they will be soon. So it's like saying things are going to start moving in the right direction for you. So I like that. Yeah, definitely let go of the past, but I feel like things are going to go well for you. Sandrine, hello. Thank you, as always, for the super chat. Guidance for the week, please. 9 of Wands, don't give up on something you want. Empress, very attractive at this time. This would be all about attention, Sandrine. 9 of Wands to me, every once in a while, is my card of recognition and achievement. To me, it's a card of like needing to get recognition, needing to get kind of like success, basically. And the Empress card is a card of being very attractive at this time, but it could also just be a card of like abundance and success coming in for you, Sandrine. So I feel like you need to like get out there with these two cards, is what I'd say to you, and get attention. TCat88, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will the new job be a positive? Yes, definitely. I don't even need to pull any more cards. The Sun is the best card in the deck. 9 of Cups, total fulfillment, total happiness, total abundance, total like good, whatever it is that you are wishing for with this card is what you will get. So yes, is what I would say to you, definitely. Jai, sorry, I'm butchering your name, I'm sure, but I apologize, but thank you for the super chat. You say here, in a long-distance relationship with a guy, advice, 5 of Wands, the world, travel. 5 of Wands here is a card of needing to travel, because it is a card of adventure. To me, the 5 of Wands is a card that I used to call Indiana Jones. Like, it's a card of like needing to go on some sort of crazy adventure to get something you want. It is a card of conflict, but this is not something that cannot be overcome. So you could definitely overcome this. The world, traveling. So it's like there needs to be things set in stone here. Ace of Pentacles. I always say Ace of Pentacles to me is a path to marriage. It doesn't mean you have to get married. It just says there could be a very deep commitment here, but it's like you have to get started on the path. I always say Ace of Pentacles is not something that you just get. Ace of Pentacles is something you have to work towards. So I would definitely say travel. There needs to be travel here. The world, really good card to get because it says there's travel, or there will be travel, and there could be a lot of success here. But it's like, it's kind of interesting. There's a lot. It's really going to be hard to see. But there's a lion on this card. There's also a peacock on this card. It's like, but they're very hard to see on the card. I feel like it's saying that I feel like the lion is like representing strength, of course, saying like you're going to have to be patient. The peacock says there's like a lot of attraction here and all this other stuff, but I feel like it's mostly talking about patience, needing to be patient. But I do feel like you will be traveling to see this person. But what I would say here is the 5 of Wands says there needs to be definitive plans. This is too confusing of a card. It says like things need to be set in stone, basically. So I feel like you need to like make plans to visit each other or travel or whatever. And if you do that, looks like a lot of success. So I would definitely do it. But that's that. All right. Thank you everybody again for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to get started right now. We are going to do like 2 or 3 collectives. I'm not sure how many yet, actually. And let me just actually get the correct chart going here so that we can look at that as well. But we are going to do like 2 mystery collectives, and then we are going to just answer questions because I was not prepared for today, but that's all right. So let's see what the first collective is going to be here. So let's keep going here. Like one more shuffle here, people. And all right, like I said, if you're watching this video not live, there will be timestamps down below here. But let's see here. The first collective, for the heart of the matter, we have the Devil and the Queen of Cups. I feel like for some of you, this is clearly going to be a reading about removing toxic energy from your life or cutting toxic ties from your life in general. So anything toxic. This could also be about healing. A lot of health stuff coming up in, I would say. So I feel like that a lot of you could be healing with these two cards as well, or going through a healing as well. But let me just pull the cards here and we will see what the rest of this has to do with. And all right. Okay. So, like I said, this first collective here is going to be probably about health. So I feel like a lot of you could be going through healing, or you could be focusing on healing at this time, removing toxic situations or toxic energy from your life. For others, I do feel like it's about people. So I feel like you could be dealing with someone, but I feel this is very, very specific is what I'm going to say to you. So if you're watching this reading, I feel like if this is a person or people, I feel like you're dealing with people who are just like digging into things too much. I feel like they're asking too many questions. I feel like this is about someone who just wants too much information. I would actually say be careful of like slick people. Be careful of people who are just trying to dig into your life here. Card number one. For this first collective, I feel like you need to be careful of people in general. Your challenge in this situation is the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is like definitely all about someone asking tricky questions or anything like this. I feel like this goes for everybody that's watching this. I would be careful of someone who wants like too much information about your life. This could be very random as well. Like if you work online, for example, I feel like this could be someone asking where you live and, like all this other weird stuff. This could also be in business. This could be someone who's just trying to get too much information. You have, like I said, the Devil with the Queen of Cups. Could be someone tricky. You have the Queen of Swords here, which could also be someone that you don't want to share too much information with for some of you. So I would be careful of that. I do feel like for some of you, this is definitely like a gossip situation as well, like at work or in business. But again, it could be someone who wants too much information. This is coming up as your challenge to this situation for collective number one. The Eight of Wands, again, asking too many questions, and the Page of Wands is like probably trying to dig for too much like tricky information in the situation as well. In the area of your thoughts, you have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So it does look like if any of you, or it does look like any of you who are looking for information, or this is coming up in the area of what's on your mind. So if someone is being too tricky here for you, it does look like you will be kind of seeing it. Knight of Wands is kind of like I said, this is coming up in the area of your thoughts. So it kind of says that if people are being tricky in your life, or if a person is being tricky in your life, that this could be saying that you are kind of like aware of the trickiness, or you will be picking up on it with the Knight of Wands. You will see kind of like what is going on in the situation. Two Wands is saying that you are kind of like taking the lead. I also feel like with the Two Wands, if you're dealing with like gossip or tricky people in general, I feel like you're taking more of like a worldly approach to this. I feel like you're kind of like it's kind of a weird message, but it's just like saying you're scaling it down in your head is what's popping into my head. So I feel like if you're dealing with like tricky people or people talking behind your back or anything like that, I feel like you're kind of like putting it in terms of like size is what's popping into my head. So you could be saying like, really, it doesn't matter if they're talking about me because, really they're just like a small person or something like that. So I feel like a lot of you could be kind of like avoiding that type of energy. Next, in the area of your subconscious thoughts, you have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're like wanting to move away from these people. So I feel like for a lot of you, if you're dealing with tricky people, I feel like you're just like almost wanting a new life. I feel like some of you could be hoping to start over in life, or you're hoping to move towards like a new beginning with these cards, or you're hoping to kind of almost start over. The Knight of Cups is like, I feel like you are dreaming of greener pastures. I feel like you're dreaming of something much better in your life. The Ace of Wands, I feel like is just saying you're hoping for like a new beginning. So I feel like you're just hoping for new beginnings in your life, or you're hoping for kind of like being able to start your own thing and be on your own with that Ace of Wands. In the area of the past in this situation, you have the Seven of Wands and the Star. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you have been protecting your dreams from other people, or have been protecting your thoughts in the past. For others, I feel like this is saying that maybe you used to always give people the benefit of the doubt in general, and used to share things with people, but it just made you defensive. Like maybe they would say like you would say things to people, they would like claim to want to help you in work or business or even in your love life, and then it would force you to kind of like become a hermit crab and block yourself off with this Seven of Wands, because maybe they would always talk behind your back or pretty much anything like that. In the near future, you have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be very careful of who you allow into your life. To me, this is very much Capricorn energy, all the Capricorn energy we have going on. I feel like people are just being not closed off. I feel like people are just being more careful of who they allow into their lives. I feel like people are being more careful of who they open up to with this Queen of Swords. The Page of Pentacles, I feel like it's more like saying that in the future, if you are listening to this collective, that you are going to be more kind of like looking at people's actions. So I feel like a lot of you have, of course, learned to look at people's actions in situations and look at whether or not what people say is the truth or not. But it's like you don't care if it's the truth or not. You just care if people take action or not in your life. Next, in the area of your self-image, you have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're more focused on just moving towards total fulfillment on your, even if that means you're doing it on your own. I feel like, again, some of you thought that maybe people in your life had your best interest at heart, but I feel like a lot of you maybe have realized that they're just mostly focused on their own self-interest in a lot of ways. I feel like the Eight of Cups is saying that you cannot just look into everybody's BS. Like, I feel like that basically this whole reading is saying that if you're dealing with difficult people, I feel like that Two of Wands plus this Eight of Cups is basically saying that their problems are just too big for you to handle, plus your own problems, So I feel like a lot of you are just saying, I'm not going to deal with other people's problems and my problems. I'm just going to let them handle it. It's almost like this whole reading, really, I feel like I could end this in about 2 seconds, because I feel like in a lot of ways you are becoming kind of like a mirror. I feel like you are just reflecting people's BS right back to them, and you're no longer taking it on. I feel like people are surprised at you as well if this collective is resonating for you. I feel like normally maybe you would be like a sponge for people's stuff and you would just take it on, and now I feel like you're giving it back, and I feel like people are very surprised by that. But again, I feel like that's a good thing as well. Next, in the area of how other people see you, Hermit, the moon, right? I feel like they see you as withdrawn. So I feel like a lot of people are seeing you as withdrawing your energy, protecting yourself, pulling your energy into yourself with this card here. And you have the moon, which is a card of a card of being fearful. But again, this is coming up in the area of how other people see you. So they might see you as fearful because it's like you're withdrawing your energy from people, but who cares, right? You're just protecting yourself. So it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter that people think this. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of like just pulling your energy back with these cards, and pretty much that's that with this here. Next, in the area of your hopes and dreams and wishes, you have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Again, Ten of Swords in the area of hopes would be much more positive because it's coming up as a hope. So I feel like a lot of you are hoping to move on from people in general in your life. Nine of Wands is like wanting to open up to new groups of people as well. So I feel like a lot of you want to open up to people who like support you and all this other stuff. I almost feel like some of you are hoping for, with this reading here, I feel like if you're watching this collective, I feel like if it resonates, then you want a total new beginning. Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. It's kind of weird. It's going to be hard to see on this camera, but he's leaving kind of like a kingdom. This kingdom, there's like a kingdom back here, and it's being guarded by all these wands, but he's holding on to one of the wands, and he's standing outside of the walls of this like castle, basically. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of like setting off to new lands. I feel like some of you want to do things that maybe people in your life have never done before. To me, this is Uranus and Taurus. So I feel like for a lot of people with Uranus and Taurus, we could be doing things that either nobody has ever done before. There's going to be a lot of innovation with Uranus and Taurus, but it could also just be people in your life. So you're like your family. The example I always use is like maybe nobody in your family has ever gone to college, but you are. Maybe nobody in your family has ever started a business, but you are. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you could be just doing things that nobody has ever done in your life, or the people you're surrounding yourself with. And it's almost like you could be like outgrowing people in your life in general. Next, in the area of your fears, you have the Temperance card and the Seven of Pentacles, both cards of patience and time. So just saying that for a lot of you, it's like you're hoping for growth. I feel like a lot of you could be hoping to remove yourself from these toxic situations in your life, but maybe it's kind of like just taking a little bit of time, or maybe it's taking longer than you would like. The other thing is it's like I feel like some of you have almost like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I actually feel like saying one hand in and one hand out. So I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you have like a taste of your new life, but you're still kind of like attached to your old life. So I do feel like there are still attachments, and I do feel like there are fears because of those attachments. Really, again, if this reading resonates with you, I feel like it's saying that removing those attachments is going to be what is going to lead to success. And so I feel like for some of you, it's about cutting out attachments. But really, I feel like it boils down to almost like expectations as well. So I feel like some of you need to like remove other people's expectations from your life so that you can live like the Knight of Cups here, which is the life of your dreams. And finally, your outcome collective number 1 is the Page of Cups and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I've been saying this all week with the Two of Swords, right? The Two of Swords keeps coming up. It's crazy. I did like 3 long personal readings today. And again, I don't like to give details about personal readings that I do, of course. But what I will say is that it's very interesting because the Two of Swords came up for every single person that I did a personal reading for today. And the Two of Swords came up a lot during the weekly readings. And I keep telling people that the Two of Swords is saying that you can't please everyone. This whole reading is saying you cannot please the toxic people in your life. So stop trying and just focus on the people who you can please or who are positive in your life in general. Really, this is saying please yourself, right? So I remember a long time ago, I said to Aquarius, Aquarius, focus on pleasuring yourself. So I feel like everybody here in this reading, you need to focus on what brings you pleasure, brings you joy, and I feel like you need to focus on pleasuring yourself here, collective number 1. So I feel like that's what you need to do. Don't worry about toxic people or anything like that. Kind of a weird message, but I'll take it. So there you go. That was collective number 1. Really appreciate it. Let's do another here, people, but let me just get a new deck here. These are all already shuffled decks, just so everybody knows, but let's drop a shuffle real quick here and see what we have going on here. All right, 1, 2, 3. And all right. So this is going to be collective number 2 and 2727 on the timestamp. It's not going to be the actual timestamp, but on my timestamp, it's 2727. In the heart of the matter for this reading here, we have the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. I feel like this could be talking about easy solutions for some of you. There's definitely this is what I would call a rebirth reading as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, if this reading is for you, you could be going through like major transformations or almost like a rebirth in your inner calling, like kind of like what you are feeling called to do in your life. So I feel like for some of you, you could be feeling pulled or called to do something different with your life. It's like maybe you've had a career for a very long time and you're feeling pulled in a different direction with everything that's here. So I feel like a lot of you could be feeling pulled in a new direction. Pretty simple. King of Swords, card of kind of like wisdom and knowledge. The Five of Swords, card of like giving up, but it's also a card of self-interest. And really, I feel like this is more talking about self-interest and doing things that you are interested in. Every single card that is here. Ace of Swords, inner clarity, knowing exactly what you need to do. You have the Hangman, needing to figure out how to do it. Ace of Pentacles also showing up here, starting something new, starting a new project. Four of Wands, needing to do something that brings you joy, celebration, and freedom. Eight of Pentacles, kind of like mastering a craft, learning something. King of Wands, needing to focus on working on something that you can raise like a baby. And Judgment card, moving towards your inner calling. So there you go. I could probably end that right now, but we're gonna keep digging here, people, because that's what we do. And plus, I'm nosy. So I feel like for some of you, this is just all about kind of like working on an inner calling, doing something that you want to do with your life. Your challenge here, collective number 2, is the Ace of Swords and the Empress card. Ace of Swords is like clarity on how to do things. Even in the area of your internal thoughts, you have the Hangman, which is like confusion, not being sure how to like change your thoughts, not being sure how to create changes to move towards your true calling or your inner calling. So it's like some of you don't know. And the Ace of Swords is saying, again, the challenge is like having the clarity or figuring out what you need to do. The Empress could be a million different things that coming up as a challenge. It could say you're having a hard time kind of like finding the abundance or finding the money to be successful. It could also just say that you are hoping for your situation to change in general, because the Empress card is a card of going from winter to spring. So it could just say that you're having a hard time going from winter to spring. It's like you're having a hard time coming out of the cold and maybe moving towards some sort of inner calling that you have here in number 2. Next, in the area of the thoughts in your mind, yeah, just like, look at how crazy is this. I think reading number 1 had the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups as well. But I feel like for some of you, it's like you have your thoughts set on something that you feel pulled towards. Could be love. It could just be an inner calling in general, like some sort of dream that you're trying to manifest here on Earth. The Hangman is just saying that you are having a hard time seeing how you can get to this right here with the Knight of Cups. It's like you are having a hard time seeing or understanding like what changes you need to make or how you can move towards something that you desire with that Knight of Cups. So I feel like some of you are just kind of like your thoughts are on trying to create the changes that you need to get to your inner calling here. In the area of your subconscious thoughts, you have the Page of Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like some of you see someone that you want to marry. This is like turning into a love reading, is what I'd say here. So I feel like for some of you, that King of Swords could be someone who's like very specific, who you see as like a leader, or someone you see as very knowledgeable, someone with a lot of wisdom. Definitely could be a water sign, could be an air sign as well, could be any sign, just a general reading, right? You have a lot of cards of marriage here as well. Ace of Pentacles, the Path to Marriage, 4 of Wands, card of marriage as well. So I feel like for some of you, it could be saying that your inner calling is pulling you towards marriage or someone in marriage, but it's like seeing how you're going to get there could be a challenge. It's like I feel like some of you know that you're with someone that you should be marrying, but there could be like blockages to you getting there with these 2 cards. For others, this is saying that your kind of like unconscious thoughts are leading you towards education. All the energy in Capricorn. All the energy in Capricorn is pushing everyone towards education and learning. So I feel like for pretty much everyone that we need to learn as much as we possibly can, that's probably where we are going to find the most success. Next, in the area of your past influence here, you have the Strength card and the Tower card. I feel like just disappointment after disappointment. So if you are like kind of focused on some sort of inner calling, I feel like you just have had too many disappointments in your life. And again, this could be in love if you're feeling pulled towards love, but it could also be towards some other calling. That's the only word that's popping into my head here. I feel like just one disappointment after another, and I feel like that has like maybe caused you to be a little bit gun shy. So if you're like thinking about love, for example, maybe you're afraid to kind of like take the leap towards love because you've had too many disappointments. Same thing in business or work or whatever else you're moving towards with these cards. In the area of your near future, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Jesus, look, Path to Marriage, Extreme Happiness, best card in the deck. So I feel like whatever this is talking about, I feel like, and again, I'm kind of like feeling love for the most part. I feel like this is saying that you are moving towards success and happiness, obviously, and a celebration with the Sun card. I feel like there could be some sort of financial offer as well here, but really I feel like this is marriage. So I feel like a lot of you are moving towards a lot of happiness here in collective number 2, and even could be like children as well. So if you're hoping to have a family with someone, or anything like that, this could be love coming in for you in the near future. In the area of how you see yourself here, you have the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So always a tongue twister for me. I was born with like a fat tongue, people. So like saying the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands is like extra difficult for me for some reason. So I don't know what that's about, but I feel like for some of you, this is how you see yourself. I feel like you see yourself as being more free-spirited. In a lot of ways, I feel like you see yourself as not wanting to give up as well. So it's like maybe, again, you experience a lot of disappointments with that Tower and the other card there, the Strength card. But at the same time, I feel like you're kind of like saying that you are going to now not give up. I feel like it's almost like pissed off for greatness. So I feel like some of you could be saying that you're more like having that type of righteous anger. I don't think that's the right term, but something like that. It's like you're pissed off for greatness. I feel like you really want to charge towards something that you have a strong desire for. I feel like you see something as like very attractive in your life as well. You have the I'm really focused on these diamonds that are on this horse here, but I feel like it's just saying that there is something that really has caught your eye. Could be in love, could be also like a job or a business or something that you want for your life. And I feel like you're really, really kind of having that righteous type of feeling towards it, and it's like you are going to get something that you want with these cards. Next, you have the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Wow, a lot of passion here. I feel like this is coming up in the area of how other people see you, and I feel like other people see you as like more free and kind of like more open towards like new beginnings. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is saying that you're moving towards more freedom and new beginnings in your life, and also like very passionate new beginnings as well. Some of you could be literally, this is saying that people are seeing you getting married. So I feel like it's saying people are seeing you in a relationship that is going to lead to marriage. That is very passionate. That's going to be very positive for you as well. So I definitely love that for you a lot. Next, in the area of your hopes, wishes, and dreams, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. I feel like a lot of you want to follow a very specific plan. I feel like a lot of you want things to happen very specifically in your life. I feel like this is saying that no, things cannot happen exactly how you want them to. So again, Knight of Wands, it's like you see yourself as spontaneous, but again, maybe you are too attached to certain outcomes or the way that certain things happen in your life. I feel like this is saying be more open to different ways of doing things, be more open to different outcomes on whatever it is you're working on in your life, and I feel like that will lead to more success. This is very positive. It's saying like you're following a plan. Eight of Pentacles to me is material success on the horizon, but it basically just says whatever it is you're desiring here in this reading, you will be successful, but just like follow the plan. And I feel like you have a specific plan in mind. In the area of your fears, though, you have the King of Wands and the Three of Swords. I do feel like in love, some of you could be fearing a breakup, or you could be feeling like things are too good to be true. I feel like you need to get out of your head and stop thinking that, number one. Number two, I feel like this is saying that this is saying things don't always go according to plan, and I also feel like it's saying things need to be kind of like more grounded in reality with that Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is small details, right? It's like very fine work. It's really specific as well, because the Eight of Pentacles represents like the tiny little things in the work that we do. It represents the small details, and I feel like this King of Cups is saying if you do not kind of like pay attention to small details, there will be a buildup of confusion that will lead to just like a dam of disappointments. How's that for a tongue twister right there, right? So I feel like you need to avoid the disappointments here and don't allow things to build up in your life. So I feel like things need to be, like I'm getting all sorts of weird words here, like needing to take action, needing to get things moving forward here on whatever it is you desire in your life. I feel like you need to avoid disappointments, but I also feel like you need to get out of your head. Like I feel like you could be almost kind of creating disappointments in your head before they happen. So yeah, I would be careful of that. Overall, your outcome, very positive. Nine of Pentacles and the Judgment card, moving towards your inner calling. I feel like really, kind of a weird message as well on this Judgment card. I feel like you feel full. I feel like you feel like full of energy. I feel like you feel more awake, more alive with this card. And the Nine of Pentacles, getting something you want. It's a card of gratitude and luxury. So I feel like there's like a lot of good stuff coming in for you here in collective number 2. Yeah, I feel like you just have to make the choice. I asked for another outcome. Two of Pentacles. You just have to choose to move towards something. Both of these cards represent a choice here. I feel like you need to pick the new choice. For some of you, I feel like you could be like kind of like, again, dealing with the past here. But I feel like you need to pick the new path here. And this could be in any area of your life. But I do feel like there's success coming in for you there. So that's that. Collective number 2. Thank you, collective number 2. Really appreciate it. There are no numbers tonight. It really doesn't matter, right? You could watch all 3 of these. But that's that. All right, let's do a number 3. So this will be the last collective here. So let's do collective number 3. And then we are going to answer questions, of course, after this. But let's do a collective number 3 because why not? So let's see here. The Empress has wanted to fly out twice here on this deck, but I do not take pop-outs, but it is interesting. So we'll see if it's going to come up again. So we will see if it comes up in the collective. So Let's see here. All right, number 3. Your overall energy, number 3, is the Four of Wands. So this could be talking about marriage, but before I open my mouth and my fat tongue, like I said, we are going to keep pulling here to see what this is talking about first. Yeah, very interesting. Definitely could be about love again. Again, in the heart of the matter here, we have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. It's like the same reading that I just did. I feel like these decks are rigged, but I just shuffled in front of you, so they're clearly not. But I feel like for some of you, this could be like the heart of the matter could be marriage. Some of you could be getting married to like a knight in shining armor here, so it could definitely be love coming in for everybody here in this collective, or if this collective resonates with you. Could be a water sign, definitely could be a water sign coming up here. I do feel like there's a need to like avoid disappointments, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I feel like some of you could be moving towards marriage. If you're not looking for marriage, again, by the way, everybody, I've been trying to keep my readings more focused because I'm like a little bit spazzy, a little bit all over the place, right? But just a warning, this is going to be all over the place. So for those of you that like focused messages, I apologize, but I feel like for some of you, again, marriage to water sign. For others, I feel like this could be talking about more freedom coming in because you are going to be living your dreams, basically. Knight of Cups is manifesting a dream or a fantasy or something you desire here on Earth. So there you go. In the area of your challenges, you have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Cups. It could be a third party that's preventing you from getting married or from having a relationship you desire. This to me would represent not like a third party as in like a third party situation. You know, this would be more like maybe like trying to get divorced with some of these cards here, but like not seeing a divorce all the way through. It could be also kind of just like other extenuating circumstances as well, preventing a relationship from coming together. Eight of Swords, though, says you could easily be free of this situation. For others, this could say that you just need to get moving towards your dreams. Again, Knight of Cups. The Eight of Swords says you're keeping yourself stuck. Three of Swords says that the reason you could be keeping yourself stuck is because you're not kind of like opening up to teamwork or allowing other people to help you. So I feel like you need to like open up to allowing other people to help you with this Three of Cups. Next, in the area of the thoughts that are on your mind, yeah, taking a leap of faith. I feel like for a lot of you that you are like the thoughts on your mind are to get moving on something that you want in your life. Definitely could be love. The Fool says you could be taking a leap of faith. Three of Wands, though, waiting for the perfect moment. I feel like number 3, collective number 3, you need to make sure to not wait for the perfect moment. Because, again, 3 of Wands to me, it's not a bad card, but it's also not necessarily a good card. To me, it could say that there is never going to be a perfect moment. You are prepared, is what the Fool says. You need to take a leap of faith towards love. Or, again, towards your dream life with that Knight of Cups, and that's what I feel like you need to do here. Next, in the area of your subconscious thoughts, you have the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. Some of you could be thinking too much about the past here with the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands could be something that still has like a hold on you subconsciously as well. So I feel like for some of you, this could be that something from the past still has a hold on you, and I feel like it's like kind of preventing you from moving forward. The Six of Cups is like a very weird card when it comes up in a reading like this, because this whole reading says that you have a very strong desire towards like new things in your life, or you have a very strong desire in love, or you have a very strong desire towards your dreams. Again, Knight of Cups. But it could also say that there is still something very sexy about your past life, right? There is still something very sexy about the things from the past. It's like the best way I can describe it to you is that it's like, you know, being on a diet. It's like, you know that you shouldn't eat pizza every single day, but let me tell you something. Pizza looks damn good, right? Especially when you're on a diet. You know, my mouth is watering right now thinking about pizza. So it's like saying that the past life, there's still something that's still tempting about that. And that's kind of what I feel here with these two cards. Next, in the area of your past influence, you have the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. I feel like for some of you, again, it could be past love. Two of Cups says that in the past, someone was basically like a stepping stone soulmate. someone was basically someone that was just here to teach you a lesson. Then the high priestess says there was probably not enough action taken in this relationship. So if this is about love, I feel like you need to move on to something new. For others, I feel like this could be saying that, again, there is a need to take more action. But the Two of Cups just says that knowing exactly what to do could have been a challenge. So I feel like that could have been a challenge for you. Next, in the near future, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Moon. Yeah, I don't like this. I feel like fears could be still preventing you from getting what you desire. So I feel like in a lot of ways that if this is talking about love, I feel like there just need to be moves made. I feel like things just need to move forward in this situation, because it's just like saying that this could be a perfect relationship if this is love, if that's what this reading is for you. And it's saying this could be a perfect relationship, but there needs to be moves made. Like things need to start moving forward, or else it's just not going to go anywhere. It's just going to live and stay stuck in purgatory, basically, with these two cards. For others, same thing with your dreams. This is saying energy needs to be put in. Energy needs to be exchanged. The Two of Pentacles is an 8. It's like a figure 8, infinity. It says energy needs to be put into things that you desire, or else it's not going to become a reality with these two cards. In the area of how you see yourself, you have the Seven of Cups and the Page of Swords, not being sure what to do. So again, I feel like some of you are confused about what to do in a certain situation. The Page of Swords is kind of like a card of immaturity. So it could say that you are trying to investigate things because you feel like it's too early for you to move towards something that you desire, especially in love. The Seven of Cups is just saying, like, you're not sure where your priorities lie at this time. This is not necessarily a bad thing, card number 3, especially if you're looking for love. It could say that maybe you're just not sure if love is a priority at this time. Maybe it's something else, right? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like some of you just need to take time to figure out where your priorities lie with these two cards. Next, in the area of how other people see you, you have the Ace of Pentacles in the Tower. I feel like for some of you, this could be people seeing you throwing something away, but that might not be true. This is I want to be very careful with this message, by the way, for this collective number 3. This could say that, like, for example, this reading could say that maybe you are moving towards marriage with a person, but maybe things are not working out, and this could say that you are going to end the relationship, or maybe the other person is. This could say that other people see you as throwing away something that could lead to marriage, but at the same time, that might be the right thing for you to do. It might not be right for you to move towards this, towards a relationship. For others, again, if this is like some sort of dream, maybe you have been working on a business for a long time. Maybe you are releasing that business. Maybe you're working on something else, or you're about to start something else. And again, other people could see you throwing away a cash cow, but at the same time, they don't know what you do. So I would say that this could represent conflicts with other people. Not really conflicts, but just, people not understanding what you're doing at this time is kind of what I feel here. Next, in the area of your hopes, wishes, and dreams, you have the Four of Swords and the Temperance card. I feel like you're just hoping for more time here, card number 3, or collective number 3. I feel like you're just hoping that for more time. I feel like you're hoping for more patience as well in whatever situations you're dealing with. And it's like you're just hoping that things will kind of like get to a point where you have more of an understanding, where you can kind of like gather more details. Again, Page of Swords. Page of Swords says that you want to experience kind of like the ins and outs of a situation, especially in love. The Page of Swords coming up in the area of your self-image could say that you want to kind of like almost experience the relationship before it happens, or you want to experience things like the ins and outs of things. You want to weigh all the options. And that's kind of like the feeling that I get here, especially in love. In business or work or like a dream, again, I feel like for others, it's just like you're hoping for more time to work on whatever it is that you're doing. In the area of your fears, you have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Cups here. I feel like for some of you, this is like saying that you are fearing that by doing something new, by like starting something like committing to a relationship or moving towards marriage, that you will be picking up too many burdens is what I feel here. I also feel like you could worry, again, too much about what other people think. Queen of Cups can be like somewhat of like a gossipy card, kind of. So I feel like some of you could be having those fears with these two cards, and I feel like you could just be having fears that people are like gossiping or talking about you, or pretty much anything like that. Finally, your overall outcome is the Five of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Very conflicting energy is what I would say to you. Five of Swords would be like a breakup. So if we're talking about love, this would be a breakup. Ten of Pentacles would be marriage. So it's almost like there's a very conflicting energy here. This could also just represent kind of like not giving up on a situation, Five of Swords. That's kind of what I get. I must get like 9 of Wands on this Five of Swords. So I feel like in a lot of ways, some of you could be not giving up on some sort of situation. And Ten of Pentacles says that whatever it is you're dealing with will lead to marriage. Again, heart of your matter is the Four of Wands, marriage. So I feel like some of you could be moving towards marriage. For others, again, if you're working on a dream, the Five of Swords says that you could just be more focused on yourself, not worrying about other people. Ten of Pentacles is like abundant success, working on your dream, kind of like getting something you want. So that looks really, really good there, collective number 3. So thank you. So that's that. Thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. That's what we are going to do tonight. So now I'm going to take questions. Of course, super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. So let me figure out where I was, and we will get started. Barb Forbes, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will John and Kelly bring Luca? I would definitely say yes. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, good things coming in for you. So yes, no doubt about it is what I would say to you. Lynette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, how will Theo's review about her client go in 2020? For Theo, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. I feel like things will be average, is what I would say here. Maybe not amazing, but still not terrible. And for 2020, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is like a card of needing to believe that things will go well for you in 2020. So I feel like the more focus you can have, the better. Bella, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Chris, why a reading can jump from marriage one week to move on the next? Bella, these are just general readings. This is my problem with readings in the first place. People always comment on my videos. They get all pissed off. They say, last week you said I was going to get married. This week you're saying I'm going to break up. These are general readings. People need to understand that not everything is going to apply in these readings. So I feel like, that's a problem with tarot in the first place. Is like not everything is going to apply. The cards, these are just pieces of paper with pictures on them. That's all they are. They can't control your life. So I always tell people, if things are going well in your relationship, then things are going to be fine. Plain and simple. But you say here, love cards for this week, please. You have the King of Swords here, and the Page of Wands, and the Devil. I feel like you could be cutting out toxic energy from your life with these two cards here. Justice. I feel like you're looking for love that has more of a balance. Justice is like energy being put into the relationship and what you get out. So I feel like you're looking for relationships where you can like put energy in and get the same amount of energy out in love. Yeah, I feel like you need to be patient in love here. Tower, I feel like you're sick of surprises in love. So I feel like you want things to be kind of like more even. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. I think there's a lot of luck coming in for you in love though. So I like it. Brandy, happy birthday, Brandy, by the way. And Brandy says collective. So we are going to do another collective because of Brandy. But thank you, Brandy. So let's see what we have for the collective. For the collective, Jesus, number 1. We have the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, it's all about love tonight, people. This is a place of love, right? And wow. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about love. Page of Cups could be a love offer coming in for you. Could be a water sign. You have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. So definitely could be a water sign coming in for a lot of you for love. It could also just be any sign because Page of Cups to me is just a general admirer. And the Eight of Wands is like very quick movement. So if you're looking for love, I definitely feel like there could be love coming in. Very specifically, if you are looking for love, I would socialize. Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles. These are all cards of like community, socializing, meeting people in public. So I would get out there and socialize. If you already have love, this could represent very quick movement in love or kind of like success in love with these two cards. Next, we have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands for the collective. So a lot of success coming in with the Six of Wands and a victory. The Ace of Cups could be also a proposal, a marriage proposal, or it could represent like just a love offer coming in, that something that feels like a victory with this Six of Wands. If you're not looking for love, this could just be good news coming in for you. So I feel like some of you could just be getting good news with these two cards. And finally, we have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Definitely a Knight in Shining Armor. So if you're looking for love, I feel like this could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you with the Knight of Cups. Three of Pentacles, someone who wants to put in the work with you, someone who wants to work on a team in love. For others, if you're not looking for love, I feel like this is you putting something out into the world. So it could be work that you've been doing, or something that you have been working on for a very long period of time. It's like you're showing it off to the world. Three of Pentacles is a card of admiring work that has been done. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be like people who are like admiring work that you have done, or people who are seeing work that you've done, basically. And I feel like it's going to go very well for you. So that's one hell of a collective. That looks very good. So thank you, everybody, again. And thank you, Brandy. Really appreciate it. Gladys, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the Moon and the Four of Wands. This could be like having desires for freedom or love here, Gladys. The Moon says you need to like face certain fears to get this right here. Four of Wands is a celebration. The Moon is like needing to operate through fear. The Moon to me is a card of fears. to me, it's not a terrible card, but it's not a great card either. And the Moon comes up, but the Moon also goes down. So it says no matter like what your situation is, the Moon will always go down. The Sun will always come up. Things will always improve, right? You're not going to be stuck here forever. But the Four of Wands is like a card of desiring freedom. Yeah, I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition is trying to guide you towards kind of almost like a way out. I almost feel like you're walking through this right here. It's like you're almost walking through the Four Wands, the two on each side. So I feel like in a lot of ways you are heading towards like a portal, Gladys, towards like a celebration. I feel like the only thing that's holding you back, it could be other people's thoughts. Again, there's too much BS with other people, right? Like I've said before, all the energy in Capricorn is too much other people. And it could be people who are like dead as well that are holding us back. So it's like we could be like worried about what our grandmother thinks, but maybe our grandmother is just a bag of bones at this point, and we could still be worried about it. So we need to be careful about like what we are allowing to control our life. Pluto in Capricorn, right, with Saturn right next to it. It's like if that's not basically a bag of dust holding us back, then I don't know what is. So I feel like more hard work towards the things you want, Gladys, will lead to a lot of success. I almost feel like you're coming out of this Moon period. Gareth, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. As always, happy birthday this week, by the way. You say money and work. For money, you have the Empress and the King of Wands. Success, abundance coming in for you, Gareth. I like this a lot. Three Cups. Yeah, more teamwork. So I feel like as much teamwork as you possibly can do would be a good idea with this Three Cups here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, Gareth. Look at this. There's definitely success coming in for you. I feel like you need to keep working. I know it's hard, but I feel like you need to keep like pushing forward. Ten of Pentacles, learn as much as you can. As I always say, I feel like you always get this card now that I think about it, because I feel like I'm always just saying to you, learn as much as you can. But I really feel like that is like where the success is for you, is in education or learning. It could be teaching as well, Gareth. Yeah. Queen of Swords, getting out of your head. So I'd get out of your head. And you also say work. You have the Chariot. I feel like there's victories in work for you, Gareth. So I feel like it's time for you to take control and like learn as much as you can. But happy birthday, by the way. Sharon Grant, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I'm walking away from my Virgo. Is that the right decision? I would say yes. Sharon, I'm like one of those people where I believe that like if you have the thought that you want to leave someone, I feel like you should leave, because to me it's like, your thoughts are in line with the truth, basically. And to me, we shouldn't be staying, like, if we're having the thought, we're probably having the thought for a reason. To me, we should just know that things are going to, work out, basically. So I feel like you need to, like, trust your thoughts with these cards, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I feel like there's love coming in for you in the future, Sharon. So I would say yes, for sure. I feel like you should. Six of Pentacles. It's like, like, maybe you love this person, Two of Cups, right? You love this person, but Six of Pentacles is just the energy of the year. It's like literally saying that whoever you're with is just never going to invest as much time as you are into this situation. So, yeah, I feel like you need to move on to a new beginning with someone else, Sharon, is what I'd say to you. I feel like there's better love coming in for you. Yeah, the World, literally my card of dating, Sharon. The World card, the World to me says get out there and date. It says there's probably someone much better for you. Yeah, someone that will like lead to true happiness. So I would get out there, is what I'd say to you. Nicole Long, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, I'm still thinking about that Perry guy. He's probably forgotten all about me. Was hoping he would contact me when he moves here soon. Nine of Cups, a wish. Coming in for you, the Hierophant is a card of like divine intervention. It can be Three of Wands, but Three of Wands is like still a card of waiting. Like is what I would say to you. To me, this could say that you will get your wish, that he will contact you. But again, it could take a long time. So I would date in the meantime. I would meet as many people as you possibly can. Yeah, the world. The Fool card here. The Fool card is like saying that the universe is trying to get you to be more free-spirited. The Fool card is a card of like wisdom, but it's also a card of just kind of like just being like a go with the flow type of person. You ever like I'm trying to like what's popping into my head is it's like you ever see those movies where it's like someone is like walking in a street or something like that, and there's like accidents happening behind them like as they're walking down the street. Does that make sense? I have no clue, but it's like, you know, there's like a person walking down the street and there's like a bunch of stuff falling over, and it's like they avoid every single accident, they avoid every single disaster, they avoid everything that could potentially like kill them, literally. That's the Fool card. It's like that careless type of free-spirited type of energy, and I feel like that's what you need to embrace at this time. Just like the willing to step into an accident, but not a bad accident, like the accident of love coming into your life. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. I feel like my messages are all are absolutely insane. So there you go. Hope that makes sense. Maya, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Does Cancer... yeah, I feel like they still want love here. Yes, I feel like they still want fulfillment with you here, Maya. So, yes, I feel like they want love. The Star card is saying they have hopes for renewal in this situation. You do have the Three of Swords, though. I feel like they're heartbroken at this time. So, Ace of Swords, they're hoping for communication. So, yes, I feel like they are hoping for love out of the situation, Maya, is what I would say to you. So, yes. Marky Marks Tarot, thank you so much. Mark, you have the Death card and the Nine of Pentacles. So, yeah, I like that for you, Mark. I feel like this is like a transformation to more financial independence or independence in general, is what I'd say to you. Ash, no, Ash, I don't think you're in universal timeout. I feel like you're in time on. Knight of Wands, moving towards desires. Ace of Pentacles, stepping off on the path to your desires. So I would say no, is what I'd say to you. Nicole, thank you, Nicole. Really appreciate it. You say you're too uptight and stiff. Well, at least you recognize it, which is good. That's like the first step to fixing it, is what I'd say to you. All right, everybody. I think I'm all caught up here. So if I have not answered your question, feel free to pop your question in down below, and I will be happy to answer it. I'll stick around for a little while longer, actually, and answer some more questions. Judith says party time. Yes. There you go. And, all right. Marky Marks Tarot, thank you. I really appreciate it. I am Cruz. Do you think I will reconnect with a Virgo? No. No. I don't think so. The Lovers, to me, is a card of love. But to me, Lovers always says pick the new path. And Love, it says pick the new person. Because the Lovers, to me, says the past is poison. So I would say no. I feel like it's time to move on. I don't know what's going on with Virgo tonight. But if you haven't noticed, or for like the past year, but everybody is always asking me about a Virgo. It's crazy. Hymnomancy, will it go well for me tomorrow? You have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I would say this looks challenging, but I would still say yes. This could just be moving on. Lala Baby, you have the Page of Cups. Could be a water sign coming in for you in love. David, you have the Two of Swords. I think it's time to make a decision, but one that might not please other people. Gandalf, you have the Five of Pentacles. What's going on here? I think you need to make a choice financially. Like, I feel like you need to choose to move towards something new financially, basically, with that card. Sandy Rose, thank you for the super chat. Green card for this week. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Like, I feel like this is saying weighing your options. The Temperance card is a card of patience. The Two of Pentacles, normally a card of, like, picking a path, but I almost feel like you're going like this, like, trying to weigh up two issues, if that makes sense, or two things in your life. I feel like you should take your time to do that, is literally what those cards are saying. So that's what I would do if I were you. Megan, the real OG. You have the Hierophant here. Yeah, Devil. I feel like this is about like leaving behind toxic energy, Megan. I feel like it's saying that the Hierophant is like definitely learning, like going through life lessons for sure. So going through life lessons, toxic energy with this card here. Ace of Swords. It says you know the real truth of like what you need to let go of. So I feel like you need to let go of things that no longer serve you. Danny, Team Natural Row. Hello. You say, what's going on with Gemini? Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. A lot of passion working towards success is what I feel here. If you are a Gemini, this could definitely be you moving towards like a passion, new beginning in love. Could be with a water sign. Could just be a knight in shining armor. It could also just be you moving towards your dreams, because Ace of Wands, like to me, is a card of abundance, but it's a card of like very passionate new beginnings. So I feel like there could be a new beginning for you in life in general. Pisces living her best life. Thank you for the super chat as always. You say cards for the week. You have the Knight of Swords here in the Sun. I feel like you're just charging towards happiness, really. Very positive. This could be like certain lifestyle changes that you're making that are just going to lead to more happiness, celebrations, children, other things as well. So that makes sense. Ash, is BD the one for AS? Yes, Two of Cups. I would say yes for now. Two Cups is a very good card, so yes. Jenny, I feel like things will go well in your move. The Fool, really good card for moving, for sure. Jacqueline, thank you for the super chat as always. You say card for love. You have the Queen of Swords, which is you, Jacqueline, here. The Four of Pentacles, could be an Earth sign here. You don't have anybody specific showing up here. Hold on, Jacqueline. I'm cutting the deck for you to see what the middle card is here. Ten of Cups. Definitely love coming in for you. Fortune after difficulty. Happiness. This is a card of dating. Ace of Cups. Could be a water sign for sure, but I don't think so. I think this is more like dating. You needing to get out there and date. I feel like a lot of people would be interested in you with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups to me is like the best dating card in the deck, but it's also a card that says a lot of people would be interested in you. Duh. And the Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing, being very happy, and definitely could be like a love offer. And it could also be marriage. Even if you don't want to get married, it could just be someone like offering like a very deep commitment with you, Jacqueline. Yeah, it could be a water sign, Knight of Cups. I think water comes up for Libra all the time, right? So it could be a water sign coming in for you for sure. So that makes sense. My furnace, no, that's not a question. Shelly, hello. You say, Shelly, I lost it. Shelly, you say here, Chris, are the cards telling you anything about me? Nine of Swords, get out of your head, Shelly. I feel like you need to let go of things that are holding you back at this time. It's a card I call it Anchor. So that's what I'd say there. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the Moon. I feel like you need to get out of your head. The King of Swords. King of Swords to me is a card that says you need to kind of like trust your wisdom. Like you need to trust things that you've learned in the past. That will lead to the most success. Christina. Yeah, Knight of Wands. I feel like there could be a fire sign coming in for you. But I'd say it's probably someone new in love. Autumn. Will I hear from the Aries guy soon? Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. No, I would say no. Queen of Pentacles to me is just, Queen of Pentacles to me pulls us in a new direction. Like all queens to me represent some sort of change. And all queens to me kind of represent some sort of path, like a new path opening up. So I'd say no. I feel like you're moving in a new direction. Danny, great things to come for Gemini. Yeah, definitely for you, I would say. Yes, for sure. Nine of Pentacles, like financial independence, success, to me, Nine of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxury, like just having the nicer things in life. And the Knight of Pentacles is a card of hard work, but it's also a card of unwavering faith. It says, like, what you work on will lead to success, plain and simple. So I feel like just, like, the harder you work, the more successful you're going to be here. So, yeah, definitely. I feel like that looks really good. Casey, hello. Casey, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. All right. Shelly, I answered, I think. All right, if I have not answered your question, I will stick around for a little while longer. So, again, pop your question in down below. Let me actually just make sure I didn't miss anybody. And I think we're good. So, perfect. All right. I will be here till the 20th, yes. Of course. Annette, no problem. Lenice, hello, by the way. You say here, may I have a card on work, please? You have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups says that maybe you are not happy with your current position, or again, if you don't have work, this could say that you are not happy with your current situation, basically. The world could represent, is like looking outside of yourself. I feel like you could be looking for something new. It could represent like traveling for work, moving for work, or it could just represent moving on to a job where you find fulfillment. Because if you have a job right now, Eight of Cups just says that maybe you are not happy with your current position. You want something that is like more fulfilling. But the world, very, very positive card. So I feel like there's like good stuff coming in for you there. All right. David, yeah, I feel like there could be a fire sign coming in for you, David. So I would say yes, could be a fire sign. That would make sense for you, actually. Karen, are you pulling cards for people? Yes, I am. Work for this Cancer. Yes, I feel like Six of Cups. Obstacles being removed is what I'm getting for you. So I feel like if you're like trying to get a job, Karen, I feel like this could be a job coming in. And I feel like things will change for you. So I like it. Ash, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. No problem. I will answer as many as you want. Cards for love, please. You have the Strength card. Patience, Hangman, you, Pisces, keeping yourself stuck. Eight of Wands, needing to socialize for love. Nine of Cups, a wish coming in for you. I feel like you need to socialize is what I'd say to you to find love. Six of Swords, I would get out there for sure. Kind of like everybody else. So that's what I'd say there. Pisces, living her best life. I definitely missed you. Sorry about that. You say card for this week. You have the Four of Wands. I feel like there's like happiness coming in for you and good things coming in for you as well. Oh no, I did answer you. I did pull a card for you. I pulled a card for you, but here's another one. But I pulled a card for you like a few minutes ago, so you're definitely going to want to go back and listen to that. But I feel like there's happiness and celebration, good things coming in for you, is what I'd say. KC, hello to the stunning KC. Thank you so much for the super chat. You say, am I going to get lucky at the casino? Seven of Pentacles, Six of Wands. This could be a win, but I would say it would be a small win with the Seven of Pentacles. So it could say yes, but it might just not, it's not maybe going to be millions of dollars. It could just be like a small win is what I'd say here. So yes, is what I'd say for sure. but again, it might be like $5, right? So that's that. Sue Blaze, hello. Cards for the week. You have the Empress and the Three of Wands. Feeling really good this week is what I feel for you, Sue, with this Empress card. Three of Wands is like a sense of waiting for changes to come in. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is like that feeling like you're on edge, but still saying that you will be receiving good news, like in the future. So Page of Pentacles, I always say, is the weirdest card in the deck to me, the way that I read. Page of Pentacles to me is a card that says you could be having anxieties or fears about just whatever, but there's still good news coming in. So it's a very weird card to me. That card is what I'd say to you. Mocha Creations, will my ex Virgo return or the Cancer? I would say the Cancer, actually, is what I would say to you. This is Cancer right here. So, I mean, I'm sure this is Scorpio right here is what I should say. But I do feel like it could be the Cancer is what I'd say to you with that card. Hold on one second. Let me refresh this bad boy real quick. Denise, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, can you please pull a card for me? Yes. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Ten of Pentacles is a great card of success in any area of your life. To me, Ten of Pentacles is like the tree of life. It's kind of like having everything that you desire in life. The Seven of Wands is needing to believe that you can have it, basically. Yeah, Magician, you can have whatever you want at this time. I feel like you just need to use your powers of manifestation to attract it, basically. Yeah, needing to believe in miracles. I feel like the more you believe, the better, is what I'd say there. Nomi, hello. You say, will my son go home for Christmas? Yes. Yeah, I would say yes with this card. So, yes. Pisces, living her best life. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. All right. Emmy, thank you for the super chat. Card for your relationship. Six of Pentacles, Hermit. This is like too much of a withdrawn energy. Again, I don't like the Six of Pentacles for love. It's not like the worst card, but it's not the best either because it says like there's not enough energy being put into the relationship. You know, it's a card of just giving just enough to keep the relationship going. It could be you, could be the other person, could be both of you. It just says things need to come back into balance. So it's not like a bad card, Emmy. It doesn't say anything bad's going to happen. It just says things need to come back into balance. Hermit says both people need to open up with to each other if this is a relationship at this time. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I asked for an outcome. Ace of Pentacles, success, path to marriage. So if you're hoping for love, this could say that there will be success, there will be growth, but like both of you need to open up to each other, if that makes sense. Not from Concentrate. Hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Could you tell me if Mike is a good guy? Page of Wands. And if it would be a good match. Seven of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of attraction and desire here, is what I'd say here. These are not bad cards, I would say, but they're also not like good cards or amazing cards either. I feel like there's a lot of attraction and desire in this relationship, basically, is what I would say to you, not from concentrate, but I feel like there needs to be more than just that. Seven of Cups says there's like minor confusion. Yeah, the Judgment card. The Judgment card says like, do you have a real, is there a real pull here, or is it just like a fantasy, basically? So I feel like you need to kind of like think about that with those cards. Yeah, the High Priestess. High Priestess is like needing to trust your intuition. Five of Cups, I feel like it could be good. I feel like it's like kind of like too early to tell as far as the relationship is concerned. So I would date and like figure things out. But I do feel with the Five of Cups, it could just say, I feel like it's saying there are things that are missing, especially with that Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups to me is like almost there. It's like saying it's almost to the point where it could be successful, but there could still be something missing from the relationship. So I feel like that could be fixed, of course, but it's like, will it be fixed or not? I feel like you need to kind of like figure that out. Jen's Journey Self-Love, hell up, by the way. You say, should I work with the label that is offering to work with me? Jen, Four Cups, Four Swords. I would say this is like you not accepting the offer, the Four Cups, or not being sure if you should accept the offer. Four Swords, you have here, says you should think about this, right? But you do have the Three of Pentacles, which does say that you would create something of quality if you were to work together. Yeah, I feel like you have the choice whether or not you want to do this, but I would actually say yes. I feel like if you say yes, I feel like that it will lead to success faster and also better. So I would say yes to you here, Jen. So, yes. All right. I wanted to answer someone else. Snow on the Sahara. Will Patrick still communicate with me? I would say no with the Tower. Yeah, I would say no with this card. Patricia, will I retire on disability? I feel like you could. So, yes. Sir Draco, will my music... I would say yes if you follow a plan. I swear you had this card the other night, Sir Draco. I swear you had the Emperor, right? I feel like you just need to come up with a plan and stick to it. I feel like you will be successful. Danny, health sector from my family. Three of Swords, maybe problems with health, but Three Cups is like working together to fix health. So I feel like there will be health for all of you, basically, is what I'd say to you. Jen's Journey, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Amethyst, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. So let's see here. Jessica R, hello. You have the Seven of Swords, Five of Wands. This could be like conflict from people around you, is what I'd say. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you need to be careful of like continuing conflict is what's popping into my head. So if you're dealing with people who are causing conflict, I would avoid those people. But I do feel like this is like an increase in your luck. So I feel like there's going to be like new luck coming in for you, happiness, all sorts of things. This is your destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like there are positive changes coming in for you here. But that's that. Elaine, you are the last person I'm going to answer. So you say a card for the rest of December. You have the Nine of Wands. Don't give up. Yeah, Two Wands. I feel like you need to take the lead this week, or for the rest of the month, to be successful. But yeah, I feel like you kind of have the whole world in your hands for the rest of the month. So that looks really good. But all right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. I will, of course, be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will also be here in the morning to do the weekly readings for next week or the week after, whatever that week is. I have no clue. What is that? The week of the 23rd. So I will be doing the weekly readings for the week of the 23rd. But thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.